They don't know how to even set up women.
Hello, North Country basketball fans, and welcome to Northern Adirondack here for the Bobcat Shootout. And as we go on the air, Blake Forkey just takes an easy layup in, and it's the Eagles of Chazy taking on the Bobcats of Northern Adirondack. And it's Duquette grabbing the ball. It is the 30th of November, 2013, the last day of November, and it's Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm Joey Trombley, along with Calvin Castine himself, the father of Hometown Cable. And we're here in Bobcat country here for this JV matchup. And Gage Duquette taking the ball out. Pressure here by the Bobcats. It goes into the hands of Connor Morris. He's tied up, and a jump ball called by Mr. Bennett. And the officials for tonight's game from the far side is Alan Rock. Underneath the basket is Joe Porcelli, and Mark Bennett's here on the near side. So they're going with a three-man rotation here for this tournament. And they do that through the course of the year. And there's a shot by Morris. He misses it. And a rebound by Perrier. Steve Perrier working his way down the court, being guarded by Duquette. Ryan, there's the shot by the Bobcats. Knocked out over to Ryan. Ryan running the floor, has it knocked away from behind. And the ball goes out of bounds off the Bobcats, so it's Chazy ball. Duquette sends it in, gets it into the hands of Peyton Hilborn.
This could be a long game, Joe, if these guys start calling this real close.
Oh, yeah. Well, usually in JV a little bit more go,
yeah.
Usually. And Morris inside, he gets the ball into it was to Akey, and travel on the Eagles.
5 steps, and then you gotta call it.
Yeah, they see it in the NBA, Calvin.
Yeah, I know.
It works in the NBA.
Yeah, I know. Well, when these guys get in the NBA, then they can do it.
So it's Adam Venn for the Bobcats. Comes over here to the near side over to Bryce LaBarge. Squaring up for the three-pointer was Steve Perrier. But a rebound here by the Bobcats, and that would have been Adam Venn. Venn with the ball. And there's the open look. And again, the rebound by the Bobcats. And the Bobcats are getting inside this 2-3 zone very well. And a rebound here by the Eagles, and it's Peyton Hilborn. He gives it up to Connor Morris. Connor Morris sends it into the paint. Taken away by Perrier, and Perrier keeps his dribble, sends it up quickly up to Bryce LaBarge. He drives, he's fouled, it looks by Duquette, and it looks like an old-fashioned three-point play, Calvin.
Yeah, they're still allowed. You see those occasional 4-point plays, I like those.
Yeah, those, you don't see them often, but those are always fun to see. Especially when you're down by 3 and the buzzer goes at the end of the game.
And somebody's foolish enough to foul you.
Yeah, no pressure. It's been done, though.
Oh, yeah.
And crossing the line early was Bryce LaBarge. So the Bobcats are bringing on a full-court press here. Ball goes off the hand of Duquette, so the pressure pays off here for the Bobcats. And I think Gage Duquette thinks he's still playing soccer here. Putting the body on the ball.
Shoulder to shoulder.
It works on the soccer field.
That's right.
In basketball, they're going to call you for it. And it is Mr. LaBarge. Baseline into the hands of Lajway. Back to the top of the key. Nice shot, rebound by Morris. Chazy has the numbers. Try to get it to Ryan. And there's the shot by Hilborn. And it's off the line, and Joe Porcelli says green ball with 5:38 to go here in the first quarter. It's 4-0 Chazy, trailing the Bobcats. Ryan to Duquette. Duquette looking to drive. Duquette drives baseline, and he makes the bucket on the feed from Ryan. And it's the Bobcats on the coming down the court here. Chazy playing a 3-2. Shot goes up, knocked back, and it goes back into the hands of Perrier. And wisely, as he's getting fouled, he throws it back up there. So he'll get 2 shots here with 5:19 to go. And Perrier misses the first one. And checking out is Matt Akey. Into the game is Riley Roberts. And Perrier makes the second one. So it's a 1-possession game, 5-2, favoring the Bobcats. Here goes a double team. Morris has it knocked out of his hands. And we have Duquette. Gets the ball into Ryan. Ryan trying to split the defense, has it knocked away. And on the fast break is Perrier. It's now 7-2, the Bobcats. Ball into Morris. Morris breaking the press. Has it taken away by Venn. He sends it right up. Smart play to Perrier. Nice finish by Perrier. And it's 9-2. And Ryan working his way down. Ryan driving all the way. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Perrier. And number 14, Stephen Perrier, is all over the court here for the Bobcats in the first quarter. 4:26 to go here in the first. We're in the Bobcat shootout. It is Saturday the 30th of November 2013. Nice move inside. Unfortunately for Forky, it didn't fall. Substitution here for the Bobcats, 11-30 coming into the game. So Noah Lambert and James Minkler going in. Coming out is Forky and Lajway, Evan Lajway. Inside to Morris. Morris goes into the paint. Takes a little run-hander, and it doesn't fall. Picked up by the Bobcats. And there's the shot. Back into his hands, and number 30, Minkler, just checking into the game, takes it off the glass and in. So the Bobcats increase their lead to 11-2 here. Morris loses his dribble. Gives the ball up over to Duquette. Duquette looking to go all the way. Duquette running up there, running one-hander off the glass hard. Rebounded by the Bobcats. And it's Venn gets it up over to Labarge, back to Venn, and travel on Venn. So turnover on the Bobcats with 3:23 to go here in the first. It's all Bobcats as they lead 11-2. And we have Joey Guerin checking into the game, and we have Bryce Labarge checking out of the game here for the Bobcats. Ryan on the pick from Morris, trying to dribble through, has it taken away. And it's picked up by Venn. Oh, nice play. Just smart move by Joey Guerin. He knew right where he was underneath the basket and just went baseline and took it in. So nice play by the young man. Duquette sending it up over to Roberts. Roberts goes back to Duquette. And it is Venn fouled by Duquette with 2:46 to go.
Crowd is starting to come in, Joey. It's 2 varsity games will be played in this gym following this.
And the 2 teams are who, Calvin?
Well, Chazy and NAC will play. That's what determined this matchup here. Westport and Northeastern are playing in the other game. So.
And you were here for the Westport NAC game.
I was here for.
I mean, you were here playing for all the games, but reading the paper, it sounded like it was would you say a mild upset that Westport beat NAC?
Well, Westport was dominated that first half, and NAC came out with a real strong third quarter, but couldn't hang on at the end to they had built up a lead. In fact, they trailed by I think seven or so at the half, and had built up a lead going into the fourth, but couldn't hang on to it.
Now, did NAC go away from their press in the third quarter? Were they pressing in the fourth too?
Yeah, they kept their regular game, but it just couldn't get things to fall.
And we have a timeout here for Chazy with 2:06 to go. And we're back from the timeout. And there's a three-pointer by Lambert. And it goes off the hands of Riley Roberts. And it is Perrier. Gives it up over to LaBarge. So nice ball movement here by the Bobcats. And Duquette is fouled by number 11, Lambert. And we have number 13 checking into the game here, Adam Venn. Going out of the game is Steve Perrier, who's had a really strong first quarter here for the Bobcats. Morris with the ball. And Adam Venn called for the foul. Duquette gets the ball into Hilborn. Hilborn was fouled by Joey Garand. So the fouls are now caught up. It was 4-1 Chazy. Now NAC is caught up in the foul category 4-4.
Well, at least Chazy is fouling. Last night they didn't foul. They were being creamed, and they had one foul about 4 minutes to go and a half. You know, if the other team is scoring a lot on you and you're not fouling, then, you know, maybe they've got to play tighter defense.
Well, we have LaBarge fouled by Ryan, and so it'll be a three-point opportunity here for LaBarge.
So I consider Chazy fouling an improvement over last night.
Rebounded by here the Bobcats. And a minute and a half to go here. It's been nothing but Bobcats here in the first quarter as they lead 17-2, and it's Eric Weaver checking into the game. Ball comes into Ryan, gives it back up to Duquette. Duquette over to Morris. Morris looking to drive it in. That'll be a foul on Ben. Alan Rock calls a foul. So going to the line for two is Connor Morris.
I like Percelli's call better. It's a block.
I thought it was a jump ball.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But Alan had a different angle than us.
Yeah, absolutely. And basket by Morris. It's now 17-3. Off the backboard, rebounded by Minkler. And taking it right to the hoop was Noah Lambert. Doesn't fall for him. Roberts gets the rebound, gives it up over to Ryan. Ryan crossing midcourt into the hands of Morris. Back to Ryan. And Ryan gives it up over to Riley Roberts. Goes off of Roberts. So it'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats. Oh, off the hands of number 25, Lajway. So one thing I'll say, Calvin, all these last names up here, all these last names I've heard before, so I probably know the parents. I'm sure of all of them.
Well, all the Minklers I've known have always come from up here, but there's a road in Chazy called the Minkler Road, so there must have been Minklers in Chazy at one time.
Yes. Well, we're dropping down below the 30-second mark here in the first quarter. And there's the shot by Lambert. Rebounded by number 30, James Minkler. Talking to the Minklers. It was James Minkler. Duke at baseline. In and out. Picked up by number 10, Guerin. And this first quarter will come to an end here with the Bobcats leading the Eagles 19-3. And we're starting the second quarter here. And the Bobcats leading 19-3. And it's Noah Lambert. Inside, gets it into Minkler. He pushes it back out to Weaver. And Morris, nice play by number 11, Lambert. Drive by the Bobcats. Again, rebounded by number 25, Lajoie. And a foul on Peyton Hilborn. And Lambert gets the ball in to Weaver. And the travel. I'm sure the officials like this more slower paced game change every now and then.
Yeah, but it's a slow pace, but you know, if they end up blowing a whole lot of whistles, it makes for a long game at a slow pace.
Oh, yeah. And turnover on Chazy, controlled by Lambert. And nice ball in by Minkler. Chase Dunbar's into the game. As well as Matt Akey. Off the hands of Akey. And rebounded by Dunbar. Gives it up over to Ryan. Over to Morris. Ryan with the shot, misses it, rebounded by number 30, Minkler. And the foul is on Riley Roberts. He said 3-2. Did he say 3-2?
He said 3-2, yeah.
On Chazy?
Yeah.
It must be at 2-3. Because Roberts is sitting down.
It doesn't matter. He got a foul anyway.
There was a foul, but I'm thinking it was
he got it anyway.
Hilborn. But I feel bad for Riley Roberts. He's got a foul and he's not even playing the game.
On the scoreboard it says 2-3, so.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But he did say 3-2, right?
Yes, it did.
All right. I didn't know if I was hearing things. And nothing but net for Mr. Pruier. 9th grader here at NAC. And you can tell this young man's played some basketball up to this point. He's handles the ball well. Nice form, nice shot. Could be a nice young ball player here for the Bobcats as he moves on into the varsity level.
When your name is Stephen Pruier, you'd better be a good athlete.
Yeah, well, yeah. His dad was pretty good and probably still is pretty good.
Yeah.
And here comes Mr. Pruier again. Oh, nice play. Just smart playing, and you got to tip your hat off to number 25, Evan Lajoie. It was Blake Forkey getting the basket, but it was because of the nice work by number 25, Evan Lajoie. It's 25-3. And that would be a foul on number 23, Peyton Hilborn. Misses the first one. We have 5:46 to go here in the second quarter. It's all Bobcats as they lead 25-3. Off of the Bobcats, Chazy will get the ball.
Chazy has 11 guys in the roster according to the roster that was sent for the tournament. 9 were here last night and only 7 today.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story is on the other 2. Oh, nice play by number 20, Matt Akey, taking it to the hoop.
I'm sure there were parents who say, well, we're going to Aunt Martha's or we're going to Grandma's and that's it.
Well, it is Thanksgiving
That's
weekend.
right, that's right. You know, family events are important.
Absolutely. Even though it's being kind of taken away with stores opening at 8 o'clock on Thanksgiving night. But you know, Calvin, I'm sitting there going, will people really go to it? I said the stores were packed.
Yeah, packed. What did I hear on the radio on the way down that Walmart had 10 million transactions between 6 and 11 on Thanksgiving Day?
I went to Staples yesterday, and the young man that waited on me said from 8 o'clock to midnight, there was a line of 25, 30 people out the door waiting to come in. That was just, and then they said Best Buy, they were elbow to elbow in the store. I guess you should say there's no more Black Friday now, I guess, huh?
No, there's no more Thanksgiving now. It's a shopping day.
Yeah.
I blame the consumers.
Right, well, they're part of the problem, right?
Yeah, the people. It's not, it's the store. They're all trying to make money. That's why they're in business.
But they would still make the money the next day if they open the next day.
Yeah, but if your competitor is going to open up, then...
Well, you're forced.
Yeah.
You're forced to, yeah.
So that's what happened this year. I don't think a lot of these stores were planning on it. Then a couple announced it. Then all of a sudden they were all announcing it.
But, you can look at that, but is it fair for the employees that have to work on
Well, of course not.
I understand the food industry you do.
Yeah, but is life fair? Or gas stations or stuff like that. There's people traveling. You got to be able to buy gas. Food.
And I want you to know, people watching this may have opposing views on this, and we understand.
But they're wrong.
And we understand that.
But they're wrong.
Well, it's a different view, I guess. But I guess we should go back to the basketball game. It's 27-5 here, the Bobcats, with 4:10 to go. And taken away. Fouled by Ryan.
He didn't offer a helping hand either, did he?
No. And it's Poirier. Actually, I saw his dad here earlier today, too.
Stephen?
Yeah. Oh, 3:57 to go. It's 29-5. And we have a jump ball. Coming into the game is number 30, Minkler. Going out of the game is Lajway. Nice heads-up play by Poirier, getting the ball up over to Labarge. Labarge gives it up, squaring up. Woo, nothing but net for Poirier, and he's having a monster first half.
Yeah, he'll get some points. Probably in double figures.
I think he's scored more than his dad's ever scored in basketball.
You tell him that.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I know Steve was a good ball player. Was he a good basketball player?
It was just at the end of the time when I started covering up here as far as the sports.
All right.
Chazy got cable in '85. Moore's got it in '88, and 89 or 90 Altona, then 91 or 92 it was Ellenberg. So until Ellenberg got it, I didn't do a lot up here. I did some once Altona got it, but not as much.
I know he's a great baseball player.
Yeah.
And the rebound here by the Bobcats. Oh, nice idea. Looking to go on the fast break, but a little too far ahead of him. Ryan gets it up over to Dunbar. Dunbar back to Ryan. Ryan goes baseline. Perrier. All the way across to an open Ben. Ben with a good look, misses it. Rebound on the weak side by Perrier. And Perrier again. I think this kid goes to bed with a basketball in his hands, Calvin.
Yeah.
He's a good young player. Hilborn with the shot, rebounded by Minkler. And timeout NAC with a 2:06 left in the second quarter. It's 34-5 Bobcats. So 2 minutes here left in the half. Bobcats with a comfortable 34-5 lead. Ball rebounded by Hilborn. Up over to Ryan. Dunbar fouled by Forkey. I forgot to ask you, when you did the NAC girls game at Plattsburgh for soccer, how did Mr. Chase do with you? He came up and helped you and he called the game that day?
Bill was there for one of the games. Yeah, one game he couldn't make. But yeah, Bill also does a great job. He was here last night for the basketball game.
He hadn't done it in a while, right?
He'd done a game or two earlier in the year.
Yeah, he usually, wasn't he one of the originals for you to call games?
Well, up here, yeah.
Yeah.
Up here, once I got into Ellenberg, yeah.
And good hustle here by the Bobcats. Good rebounding, I should say. And a rebound by Dunbar. Gives it up over to Ryan, a minute 25 to go. Inside. Nice shot by Minkler. Morris inside. Hilborn back to Ryan. Taken away. There's a foul on number 23. It's either number 3 or 4. It's number 4.
I'm the coach. I might sit him for the last 39 seconds.
I'm not sure what Trombley's thinking over there. (37-5). And they'll probably work it down for the last shot. Six seconds. There's the shot. Nice save. Whoa. Good hustle for the young man. Number 11, Noah Lambert, with a 32-point lead, still sacrificed his body.
He wanted a shot.
So the half comes to an end here with the 37-5 Bobcat lead. And we're ready to start the third quarter here, and the arrow favors the Bobcats, so they'll take the ball out here for the second half. And it's Ben with the ball, comes to the near side up over to Lambert. Chazy playing the 2-3 zone. Underneath, good defense there. Good job defensively for the Eagles there, and it looks like Trombley talked to him at halftime.
Oh yeah,
to tighten up that defense.
I'm sure he did.
He had him in there for most of the 10 minutes. So we'll see if they can just, in a game like this, Calvin, all you can try to do is build on each quarter.
I noticed the players came out, they all had orange fingers. They've been in there eating cheese doodles. That's.
How do you come up with this stuff? I feel like I'm talking to the fish.
That's his strategy.
Well, here's a three-pointer. Duque gives it back up over to Ryan. Morris over to Akey. And tied up by Garand. And the arrow will favor the Eagles. Riley Roberts into the game. Akey coming out. And turnover on the Eagles. Ball out to Lambert. Lambert squares up. Rebounded by Morris. Connor Morris. Over to Ryan. And that would be a travel with 6:36 to go.
Now, if you're Coach Justin Gardner, what you have to worry about is your team getting into some bad habits here with that one-sided game going on.
Well, I see that he's...
right there they ran a nice play. They didn't waste that trip down the floor.
No. And I see he's sitting Perrier down here to start the second half. Three-pointer hits the rim, rebounded by Roberts. Gives it up over to Ryan. Morris goes off of Akey. Controlled by the Bobcats. Nice just turn, and it was a nice play by number 30, Minkler. There's the bucket for the Bobcats, but Minkler got that ball and he knew what to do with it in the paint, Calvin.
Yep.
He turned and took the shot. It didn't drop, but he knew what to do with it.
Yeah, it's not, no matter who you are, you're not going to make every shot.
Ryan goes inside to the post. Minkler trying to get the shot off, Hilborn.
If I made 80% of my shots in a given night, I felt good about it. You don't expect to make them all.
No. There were games when I shot 85%. I was upset at myself, but
you can't. But you can't be hard on yourself. No, you can't.
I mean, some people think 85% is good, but when you're striving for perfection, it's just it doesn't cut the mustard.
Unless your name is Bill Sharman and you shoot 91% from the free throw line.
Free throw line, yeah. Free throw line. No, you probably don't know this trivia question. I don't know it. But who has the greatest percentage of, regular shots? Not counting three-pointers, but just normal basketball shots for their career. And what would that be? Shooting what, 35%?
You mean field goal?
Field goals, yeah.
Oh, I would think that Wilt Chamberlain or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be among the leaders.
In the center because of more layups and dunks.
Yeah.
But even then, was it 40% of their shots they made, maybe?
Oh, I'm sure at least 40.
Over the career?
I'd put somebody like Jabbar or Chamberlain up around 50. They probably
50% of their shots.
Chamberlain probably shot 50% from the field and 40% from the foul line.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was like the Shaq of his era. But you take let's take a shooting guard, and we're talking NBA.
Yeah.
40%, 35%. I don't think much better than that.
I would think the high 40s
For a career?
For a star, yeah.
But he's one of the rare people. Not everybody does that.
Yeah.
We're talking an elite player.
Yeah.
And Morris makes a bucket, so it's 45-7 with 4 minutes to go. So people watching this can understand where you and I shoot 80 and 85%. That's how spectacular those nights were.
Yeah. And how bad the statistician was.
Oh, you mean practice doesn't count? With nobody guarding you?
Right.
And Duquette turns around and whips a shot up, but it's rebounded by number 11, Lambert. Yeah, I'm just thankful you weren't running this camera back when I played the game, because I can tell my kids lies and get away with it.
Except for softball.
Except for softball, you do have catch, but there's some success there, so I don't mind them seeing that.
You had good teammates.
I didn't realize this year they had like 25 years ago we beat the Facets in the city championship, the final game.
Or the time.
And I forgot that for sure. But I'm sitting there reading the paper. I didn't realize I had 3 hits that game.
Did you?
Surprised myself.
Took it in stride.
Yeah. And it's Ryan coming down the court here with 3:27 to go in the third quarter. And a turnover on Duquette. Nice ball movement here by the Bobcats. And a nice square up. But a nice job by Joey Guerin.
NAC is doing what Northeastern was doing last night against Chazy, passing that ball several times and
working the shot clock down.
Yeah, getting the shot clock down and looking for a good shot. And trying to find ways to get around the defense.
Inside the paint, off the glass, rebounded by Mr. Hilborn. Ryan gives it up to Morris. Akey with the ball. Duquette. And nice opportunity for the Eagles. It just didn't drop, and rebounded by the Bobcats with 2 minutes to go here in the third. And nice play by Eric Weaver as he weaved it into the basket.
Yeah.
Foul on Ryan, and that will be his third.
That was a quick horn. The whistle just barely blew when they were trying to get the sub in.
And Chase Dunbar checking into the game. Coming out of the game is Duquette.
He's got another player with 4 fouls on him.
Oh, it's Ryan. Ryan's got 4 now. That was 3, okay. So you got him with 4. You have, I think it's number 23 with 4. And Perrier does a nice job finishing as it's 50-7. Dunbar trying to get the shot off, knocked away. And that's a foul on Morris. That would be called a hip check.
Nothing subtle there, was there?
No. Shot up, rebounded by Ryan. Ryan looking to run the floor. And the ball given out. Here comes the Weaver. .30 seconds here left in the third quarter. It is the 30th of November, the last day of November 2013. Thanksgiving weekend here. We're at the Bobcat Shootout here in Northern Adirondack. Calvin Castine's on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley. Calling today's action as the third quarter is winding down. 3 seconds on 32, which would be Forky. So Chazy has 6 seconds to get a shot off here before the third quarter comes to an end. And the third quarter has come to an end, and it's the Bobcats 50, Chazy 7. We're starting the fourth quarter here. And again, the arrow favored the Bobcats. Into the post, back out. So good, again, good ball movement. One thing the Bobcats do well, Calvin, is they do snap that ball around.
Yes. Meaningful passes.
Right. You know, I mean, back, nice, beautiful shot by number 25, Lajoie. Back when we played, I remember the coach was telling you, snap that ball.
Yeah.
You know, move it around. Well, the one stat you don't want, well, here could be a nice play here for Morris. This is the layup, is the stat you don't want to see is when you have more turnovers than points. That's just not, it's just not a good day.
No. And rebounded by Dunbar. Gives it up over to Ryan. Again, nice ball movement here. Good steal by Morris. Ryan can't handle the pass, and it goes into the hands of Lambert.
on top of the backboard. Good rebound, though, by Hilborn, but the ball hit the top of the backboard with 5:30 to go. Left in the game, and I guess we're safe to say in the game, Calvin.
There'll be no overtime tonight in this one.
Not in this game. But you know that what the Eagles have to do is they have to build on this. It's early in the season, and they got to just work on some things here, obviously. But you know, take this game as a learning experience and try to get better each game.
Yeah. Of course, they're in that new basketball division
this year, yeah. Which is the same schools that you play during the soccer season, I think, isn't it? Isn't it the same setup?
Similar. Seton is in it.
NAC must be Division 2.
Ticonderoga is in it.
Lake Placid must be Division 2.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the same. Except boys, they'll have Ticonderoga, they'll have Mariah, which they don't have in soccer. Girls do, but the boys don't.
Right. For the football.
Yeah. But NAC will be in Division 1. They did that because of the traveling. They wanted to be in Division 1, and they got that wish.
But that makes sense because all the teams that are local here beat Midtown, Plattsburgh, Northeastern.
Yeah.
And they can compete in Division 1.
Yes, there were years that they couldn't. But the boys and girls programs have both come a long ways, and they're both competitive now, and they'll make them that much better when it gets to the playoffs.
Right. We have a timeout? So we have 4 minutes here left in the game. Ryan goes to the left side over to Morris. Bobcats doing what they've been doing the whole game, moving the ball very well. And there's a foul on the Bobcats. And it's Ryan, Corey Ryan, bringing the ball up here for the Eagles. Over to Morris. Back to Ryan. Duquette, baseline shot, nice play by Duquette. And it's 54-9 here with 2:50 to go. Ball goes into the hands of the Bobcats. A nice pass. Rebounded by the Eagles. We have a foul.
Notice the refs have been letting a little more go. That's one foul on the home team, 3 on the visitors.
Yeah, well, they got to get this game over with.
And we got 2 minutes left in the game, so we had that many in the first minute in the first game.
Yeah,
in the first
half. First half, yeah. the shot, in and out, rebounded by Forkey. Inside to Forkey. I think Mr. Hilborn just fouled out.
They got one foul
Yeah.
there. But that's his fifth. He had four in the first half.
Yeah, he had 4 in the first half.
Must be they're counting halves here.
And Blake Forkey makes the first one. So 1:31 here left in this game here at the Bobcat Shootout. It's 55 for Northern Adirondack, 9 for Chazy. Minute to go. Square up. Fouled his own shot. Good play by Forkey. Goes off of Forkey, so with 36 seconds to go. It'll be Ryan taking the ball up here for Chazy. Oh, nice and bounce pass. Unfortunately didn't fall in, but good play. And that goes off of Noah Lambert.
16 seconds and holding.
Yeah, 16 and holding. They don't want to run that clock.
Last night it was terrible. About a quarter of the time the clock wouldn't start.
Well, this game is officially in the books. It's Northern Adirondack 55, Chazy 9 on the 30th of November 2013 here in Northern Adirondack. Calvin Castaigne's on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley, and as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown NAC. Ellenberg. I should say Ellenberg, right?
Corners.
Corners. As I said NAC, Calvin's giving me this look like, what did you just say?